friends, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Angie, and today I'm going to do this really quick 10-minute max back to school look to help you get out of the door and on time for school. But I know it's a real struggle in the morning because you're getting up really early, you've already stayed up late doing homework, etc. But you also really want to look your best for school. So I did this really quick look. It's very natural, very easy, not too over the top, but you still look really put together. So I think I'm just going to stop rambling and let us just get into this tutorial. So I am going to start off with a mixture of the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation and the L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation, because I really like to be matte, but I also like to be glowy, and I can't decide. So here we are. So I'm going to mix those on the back of my hand, and we're just going to put it everywhere. Alright, and then this is going to blend out best with a beauty sponge, beauty blender, whatever you would like to call it. I apologize if the lighting's not the best. I'm filming this pretty early in the morning and there's no light in my room yet, which really sucks when you're trying to film and you only have natural daylight. So I have two concealers. So I have a lighter concealer to highlight with, and then this one is closer to my skin, tone. So that way I'm going to use that one to cover up any sort of blemishes. So we're going to do that first because I got a big guy right there, right there. Oh, we're actually doing pretty good today. This would not have happened when I was in school. I had terrible acne when I was in school. Like in high school and like early college. No, probably like most of college. And the cool part is about using concealer is I will just like take my beauty sponge and like move it up to my eye. And that way you can use it to prime your eyes as well. This one's almost out. Oh no. And we're making this quick, so we're only gonna do under eyes. We're not gonna do like up here, because you don't have time to do that. So as you can see, I'm blending it out. And hopefully, if you're still in school, that means you don't look really tired, so you probably wouldn't need that much concealer anyway. And in fact, you could skip it if you would like to. And now I have to set the whole face. So I am going to use this Maybelline Fit Me powder, and we're just gonna set the face with that. So I'm just using a fluffy tapered brush like this for under the eyes, and this big fluffy blending brush for the whole face. Because I'm really oily. If you're dry, maybe you wouldn't have to set it, but I tend to find that if I don't set it, it lasts for like 2 seconds, and if I do set it, then I feel like it lasts a lot longer. Okay, and I don't have any drugstore products well, I have drugstore products for my eyebrows, but they're not my favorite. So I am going to do them, and then I will be right back. Okay, so we're back. I have done my brows, and let's move on. So I kind of made things easy and put them together in like a little quad and these are colors I use all the time, if you couldn't tell. So this just makes it kind of easy. I think quads are really nice. I feel like they're really underrated in terms of what you could use, because this kind of thing is perfect because these are all great for matte shades, like all your transition, crease, outer corner, and then you just pick whatever like single shadow you want on your eye. You could switch it up a little bit, but I think these are a really good base to start with. And with this whole look, you can add more to it. This is just like bare bones, I gotta get out of the house, but I want to look put together kind of thing. So first I'm going to take a big fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade from Makeup Geek. These are all Makeup Geek shades, and this one is Beaches and Cream. So that is just going to be our transition shade to start carving out this crease. Some people would just go without eye makeup. That's up to you. I feel like I don't ever go without eye makeup because I kind of feel like, I guess because I feel like my eyes are my best feature of my face. So I like to draw attention to those as much as possible. And then still using that same brush, I'm going to go in with this shade. This is the shade Early Bird. This is one of like my favorite shades from Makeup Geek. And that is just gonna go a little bit farther down. And these shades are really great because they're affordable. They're $6 each. Next, with the shade Tan Lines, I'm taking a smaller blending brush. It's kind of dirty, don't look at it. And we're gonna take that on here. And this one's gonna go even lower in the crease. And I'm gonna try to concentrate putting the color in the outer area. And then whatever is left on my brush, I'll use to bring it in. And I'm bringing it down into the corner as opposed to straight up. And then we'll just go back with that blending brush to blend out. The great thing with using like blending brushes like this is if you don't go too hard in, they're pretty much already blended out. Like I didn't really have to do much extra blending like I do sometimes with either like other shadows or like a denser brush, so this makes it easier. And then lastly, I'm just gonna take a pencil brush, and then I'm gonna take that last shade. This is Cabin Fever. And that is just gonna go on the outer corner, and I'll blend that out with the blending brush after. So we're gonna put it in like that. Just on the outer corner there. And I'm not gonna put any extra shadow on the lid. This is just what I do all the time from like a day-to-day basis, because I think it's really easy, and then I don't. You can add a lid shade if you want, but I just really don't regularly. I usually leave this just set with whatever powder that I decided to put on it earlier that day. And taking that blending brush and just making sure everything's smooth. So yeah, this is a super fast eyeshadow look, because eyeshadow is like what takes me the longest if I'm doing anything. And then I just want to define my lash line a little bit. So I'm going to take this ColourPop gel pencil, and this is in the shade Mr. Bing in collaboration with Kathleen Wrights. And we're just going to put that on the upper lash line. And just define my lash line a little bit. You can use a black too. I just am not going for that today. I regularly use black. Alright, and then on the lower lash line, I'm also going to put this gel pencil again in my waterline. And bonus points because I have residual leftover makeup, which already kind of is on my lower lash line. Now we're taking Cabin Fever again, and we're putting it on the lower lash line. And I'm only gonna apply that like towards the middle because I don't want to apply it too far in. And taking the same pencil brush that I used before, I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of tan lines, not a whole lot. Kind of swoop that on the lower lash line. And we're going to end that with Early Bird because that one's the lightest, and that one can go from the inner corner to the outer corner. And you could just take a blending brush and blend that out too, just to make sure. Alright, so now I'll be right back because I just stabbed myself in the eye, but also because I'm going to put on my mascara, and then we'll do the rest of the face. Yeah, like I said, we're going to move on the face, but first, quick coffee break. Alright, and then I'm going to take a brush that kind of looks like this for bronzer. I also have it used this for bronzer. I like this one better. So I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This has been like probably my favorite bronzer, drugstore or high-end. So I'm just going to take that on the edge like this. So this is a trick I learned by Samantha Ravindell. So you apply the bronzer right there on the brush, and then this kind of, that kind of like helps the top edges help blend it out. So we're just gonna bronze up the face. I kind of use it to contour too-ish. You don't have to. You can do contour as well if you want to. It is up to you. Like I said, this is like easy, quickie makeup. And I also contour my nose with this. Contouring it isn't really fast. You don't have to do this. I've been doing this a lot lately, because I don't know why I suddenly became obsessed with contouring my nose. Okay, cool. So we're contour. See, told you fast. Blush, this is from Wet n Wild. This is the color Icon Blush. And this is the shade Apricot in the middle. I'm just taking Angular Brush Blush. Brush. And these are super pigmented for being drugstore, so that's awesome. You don't really need like a whole lot. And we're just going to apply that. Some people apply it on the apples of their cheeks. I tend to apply it like in between my contour and highlight. And then next, also from Wet n Wild to highlight, is the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder, and this is in the shade Precious Petals. This is a really good drugstore highlighter. And they just came out with a bunch of more shades that I am going to need. And I am just gonna highlight everywhere. This isn't the most intense highlighter. It is a good highlighter. I like a more intense highlight, but this is really good. Okay, I guess it can be intense if you want it to. And I'm just gonna highlight everywhere. Again, you could just highlight on the cheekbones if you want. This is up to your routine. Alright, so now that I'm highlighted, all that's left is the lips. And I'm using the shade Aquarius by ColourPop, also with Kathleen Lights. So first I'm just going to take the lip liner and try to define my lip a little bit. Going in with the lip pencil. Alright, so that is the end of this easy peasy, quickie makeup tutorial. Like I said before, you can add whatever you want to it. You want a wing liner? That's fine. You want to add crazy eyeshadow? That's fine. You want a contour? Be my guest. This is just my really fast way to get out the door and still look put together. So if you like this video, if you like me, please don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. Go give this a like, leave a comment. It helps other people find me. And go follow me on other social media. I have listed that down below. And with that, I will see you in my next video.